to impress or to impact? That's the question for today. People are impressed by how you look, how you speak, what you say. They may even be impressed by your accomplishments, how successful they think you are, what degrees you may have in life, and just overall how well you do things. So essentially, people are impressed by our outward appearance. It's what we do to show specific things to people that may impress them. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, there is a time and place to impress people. For example, if you go into an interview for a job, you definitely want to impress that person or that committee who's interviewing you. You want to put on your best face. You want to answer questions very quickly, very effectively. You just want to put your best foot forward. You want to impress a potential employer. So making an impression on people has its place in certain cases. To make an impact, however, means to make such an impression on people that you leave something with them. To make an impact on a person's life means to influence that person. It means to leave something with that person to inspire him or her to keep walking, to put one foot in front of another. And some people might say that education is a business and it should be handled as such. Yes, in one case, education is a business. We're in the business of understanding people's needs so that we can help them in the next phase of their lives, so we can help them to thrive in the next phase of their lives. Sometimes we as leaders sometimes forget that we're still working with people. See, education is not a business where you're handling merchandise or you're handling items. You're handling people. The business of education is a business on one hand, but on the other hand, it's not the same as handling money, handling figures, placing goods on shelves. We can't shelve people. We can't necessarily put people in one category or the other. And I heard someone say before to always be kind, just to always be nice to each person that you encounter, because that person is struggling with something that you know nothing about. And a lot of times that's true. Sometimes it's a struggle for people to get up in the morning and to start a brand new day. And so if you place having to come to work and having to do a job and maybe having to deal with people on top of that struggle, sometimes it's overwhelming for individuals. But if we seek to understand, okay, you know, this might be a time for me to give you space. And that person knows that can carry that person a long way. Just knowing that someone understands. And once we get back to that humanistic component of handling people, taking care of people, when they're taken care of, whether it's our teachers who are in front of our students, it could be our secretary who sits at the front desk greeting our parents and children and our guests who walk into our schools. It could be our custodian who works really diligently to keep our grounds and the inside of the buildings clean and nice. When we take care of those people, not only will they take care of their roles and their responsibilities, they will take care of our children. And so it goes back to making an impact on people's lives. To impress people is good, I'll say that, but really to make a positive impact on their lives, that's what's going to propel our organizations, our schools, and our children forward. Tell me what you think. Answer that question. To impress or to impact? Thank you so much for joining us this time on Light in Education. I'll see you the next time.